Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the board game Night Ultimate Werewolf. Now, I've had this board game for about 8 years. I played it with a bunch of colleagues at work. One day there was a guy who worked there, and he was absolutely in love with board games. He had over 200 board games, and he brought this in. This was one of the games that we played every Wednesday at lunch because everyone loved it. So this is going to be my review. I love the game so much, so I had to get it myself. This is the front cover of the box. Now, there is an updated version that has a tag saying there's over 1 million copies sold. So that right there tells you that people love this game. This is the back of the box, and it's for 3 to 10 players. It takes 10 minutes per game, and it's for ages 8+. Now, I think the sweet spot is at least 5 people. 5 to 8 is where the game really gets good. When you have 3 or 4 people, it's kind of easy to find who the werewolf is. And so I'll go over how to play in a second, but for me, the sweet spot is more than 5 people. So the game comes with two booklets. One is sort of a guide to all of the roles and things like that. And then the other has some tips for the announcer. So there is one person who is the leader and runs each round, and they have to announce, everything, the order that the roles are done. And these little tokens tell you, they have a number at the top, and they tell you the position of your turn. So there's 2 phases. There's a night phase where everyone is given a card, everyone closes their eyes, and then they take an action depending on their role. And the announcer tells them what to do during their turn. The second phase is a day phase, and that's where everyone opens their eyes, and you try to guess who the bad guy is. So there's 2 teams. There's everyone on this side here is the villager team. There's the tanner is kind of on his own team, but then the second team is the werewolf team. And so you have more than one card of certain types. So 2 of those, 2 masons, and a bunch of villagers. Now, if you think it's difficult to memorize the roles, there is an app for this, and I have it open here. So this is the standard game here, but there are several expansion packs that you can choose, and you just select who's playing, and then you can update the settings and things like that. So it will help you and it will walk you through. So this is kind of what it sounds like.
Everyone, close your eyes. Doppelganger, wake up and look at another player's card. You are now that role.
Yeah, so it tells you what to do. Obviously, the nighttime round is going to be longer depending on how many players you have. But generally, I would say 10 minutes is pretty accurate for a game. This is a game that goes really quick. The box is really small, and so for that reason, I like to keep this either in a backpack if I am taking a backpack to work, or I leave it in my car, just because this is such a fun game. It's got a pretty short learning curve. Some of the roles are hard, so typically I like to use some of the easier roles for new players. And then you'll notice there's been a lot of glare on these cards from the light, and I do apologize for that. But the reason for that is because one thing about a game of deception like Night Ultimate Werewolf is you flip the cards over and you're not supposed to see them, but eventually what happens is you get a little bit of wear on the cards here. And what happened is my werewolf cards had some wear on them on the backside, and I was playing with some extended family, and people were starting to notice that the werewolf card had some scratches on the back, and so they knew who the werewolf was. So I had to get these sleeves. These are pretty cheap. I think they come in like a 50-pack, and all you do is you just slide your card in, and then that keeps it so that, you could see there's quite a bit of wear on almost all of my cards. I had this for a long time before I put them in the sleeves. I think that's probably my only regret with this game, is that the cards do wear out and you need the sleeves, but they're so cheap, they're really inexpensive to get these. You can get them at any card shop or any game shop. I'm pretty sure there are multiple kinds of these on Amazon as well. But with the flat, the just plain back, these don't get scratched, and so you can't tell one card from another. But yeah, this is a really simple game. It's really fun. It's one of my all-time favorite games, so I highly recommend, if you have not played it, find someone who has it or get it yourself, because it's going to be a hit with big groups. And so that's about all I have for this review. I hope that this was helpful for you, and thank you for watching.